Hey Gemini, it's Acoustic Stevo, the Human Patriot, coming to you from the universe. Join me on my journey. Let's have some fun. Alright, I'm going to be doing a mid-month reading for October 2019 for you, Gemini. And if you could, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment on my videos, share me out, hit the bell, do all those things that will help this channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And I would really appreciate if you would, I don't know, just give me some feedback. Are you finding any value in these readings? You know, because do you have any suggestions? Because you are a Gemini, and I do value your feedback. So go ahead and let me know if you have any for me. Alright, so here we go, Gemini. This is for the second half of October, and it's going to be an intuitive reading. I don't know how many cards I'm going to pull. I don't know what kind of spread I'm going to put down. I don't even know if I'm going to show you the cards. But we're going to find out what the universe has got to communicate with you. Alright, so Gemini. We got the Hanged Man upright. That means that the theme of this is self-sacrifice for the greater good. Okay? So this may have been something that's kind of going on with you. Excuse me. I'm in Wisconsin. They have this place called Culver's. I got a gift card. I'm in a hotel. I'm being put up by my company, and they gave me a gift card to there, so it's kind of cool. It's always cool to have people spend money on you. So that's what that is, right? Well, Gemini, the Hanged Man, it's about you putting others before yourself. So let's look a little bit further into this situation for you for the last half of this month, all right? All right, so there's manifestation energy all around this situation, all right? So maybe you've been sacrificing for so long that you feel kind of like it's time for you to start manifesting. And you could start that this month, like to kind of transition out of that Hanged Man energy and into the energy of the Magician upright. All right? This is the Master Manifestation card. And it's 2 trump cards in a row, which means this is like a karmic, like meant to be type of thing that's happening. Like it's the timing thing, right? It's time for you to make this transition. And that's signified by this caterpillar, right? And it's upside down, and the caterpillar, it turns into a butterfly, right? But it only does that after it cocoons, and then the next card after this is the Death card. It goes into death, and then it comes out the other side as, you know, the Temperance card, which is kind of metamorphosis, the changing of the energy, right? So when you have the Hanged Man right next to the Magician, that means that you go straight from this. You don't go through the butterfly stage. You just go straight into the manifestation stage. So this is a time for you to just come out of that. You've done it. Maybe it's served its purpose. So now it's time for you to work on your own things that you've been wanting and needing to manifest for a long time. And that energy is really potent, and I know it is because it's sitting right next to the 3 of Cups, which for me this means abundance, and it's upright. So you have creative energy inside yourself that's ready to manifest, right? It's ready to come out. And all the adversities, this is getting towards later in the month after you come out of the Hanged Man energy and go into the Magician energy, there may come some adversity to your abundance. Like, people aren't used to seeing you in this new mindset, this new way of approaching your life, right? But you're that wand on top of all the rest of these 6 underneath that are kind of like trying to dig at you and poke at you, but you're above all of them, right? You're you have the integrity in the situation, so you're going to come out on top. So and you have so much creative energy and self-love and just high emotions and sense that your purpose is finally coming, that you're going to be able to surpass anyone's expectations, all right? All right. Towards the end of the month, you need to watch your money, all right? You might need to make sure that you don't get carried away with your emotions and that abundance. That's inside of you. You don't when it's inside of you, you don't always have to turn it into money. This magician, this manifestation card isn't always about money. Sometimes it's about your soul. So you want to kind of make sure that you don't jump the gun and start trying to make something into money before it's supposed to, because this is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, all right? And it's sitting on top of it's another pentacle, the 7 of Pentacles, which is about failure pretty much, or things falling apart. You see how all those pentacles are falling off the tree? Kind of falling in all sorts of different directions. You want to make sure that you're not the cause of a bad investment, a bad financial decision or financial choice that comes from you being on top of the world, high on all this new energy, right? You want to kind of slow down, because that's going to be a huge temptation for you, all right? And you want to do it the way you do, Gemini. You don't want to do it just jump into something. You've spent all this time sacrificing. You don't want it to go to waste. And what it might be is this thing that you've been doing. Maybe it's not even you. Maybe it's out of your control, because when you start to manifest this doesn't get the benefit of you as much anymore. So the money part that was kind of keeping under control by this energy, like maybe you were keeping somebody else from doing some bad stuff with their money by being on top of it, and you have to kind of let that go so you can move into your next stage of life. And then they are causing this to happen and this to happen, all right? That may be out of your control. It may be what's supposed to happen, all right? So that's the other way to look at it. So don't let yourself make a bad investment. Basically, don't make a bad investment, these 2 cards. And they're right over here with this energy on this. So once you start doing this, and you start feeling this, and you start overcoming, don't go backwards and start doing this again by giving somebody your money. Somebody who's going to not do what they need to do, because it's just going to be wasted, and you're going to be doing it to their detriment, even if it doesn't seem like it. It seems like you're coming to the rescue or something, which is a lot of what this is about. It's not. It can be unhealthy. It can be codependent. So you don't want to let that codependency go on, because the universe won't support it. It'll give you the karma associated with that energy. So let's see if there's some guidance here, all right? Some maybe way to talk and get out of this situation in a way that's better. Strength reversed. This tells me you're not strong at that. That's why you've been sitting in this energy for so long, all right? You're not strong at that strength that's needed to keep this from happening. You just want to give more and let this happen and let everything go wonky. But because you need to develop this, so this is what at the beginning of the month, start developing this. While this new energy, this manifestation, and this new purpose, this new abundance of emotion and self-esteem that you're having towards yourself, while this is going on, keep it in the back of your mind that this might still be the reality, which is that in the end, the strength that you need to do all that, it needs to be developed. So I would say start developing it. So that way when you get towards the end and there's this financial stuff getting ready to kick off, you can have the strength to say no, the strength to break this pattern that's no longer serving anyone. It's had its time. It's done. And if you don't, then that's going to be a karmic cycle you're just going to be looping around in. You don't want that. Because you see this infinity symbol? That means it's a loop you can get caught in if you're not showing the courage. This is the card of courage. You've got to have the courage to confront something that's not right. And sometimes the codependent thing is not right. Or not sometimes. It always isn't. Sometimes it happens for people to learn things. But it's time for it to stop happening. So, all right, Gemini, that's what the last 2 weeks of October kind of have in store for you. Go ahead and let me know. Give me some feedback on this. Thanks.